Morning. Well, it's cherry day again. Seems like we just had cherry day. That's kind of like Monday, I guess. They just keep coming back. But that's the plan for today. We're going to split up some cherry. We got some various other things we want to do. But first, it's going to be getting that split up, put in the tote, and hopefully I can get that done today. But being that we're working with sea slow, you just never know. That's how it goes. But a couple other things I want to touch base with you guys on, and it involves the hickory. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, in case I forgot to mention, and I believe I did, this is Len from Mercury Man Garage and the Great Outdoors. And it truly is great out here today. It's nice and cool. It's still late summer, but we are in false fall here in Michigan. That's what they call it. Feels like fall out here, but it's really not. But anyway, we're going to talk a little more about the hickory that I got from neighbor Kelly and some of the issues I'm having with it. And also some other things that I got recently, some equipment that is being used in the Woodyard, some things I picked up that are becoming very helpful. So stay tuned. All right, well, if you guys remember, I had some 14-inch hickory rounds stacked here on these pallets that I got from neighbor Kelly. He had a tree come down, or a branch come down in his yard, big hickory, and I cut it up for him, thinking, yeah, this is gonna be some nice hickory for me, because I haven't really dealt much with hickory, and I thought that would be great cooking wood for me. And I got to splitting it up. Remember, I let it sit. I had mentioned a few times in some other videos that how I was going to let it sit right here to kind of season it a little bit before I split it, to hopefully help it to split better, because that stuff is stringy. You guys know how hickory is. And I started splitting it the other day, and it still wasn't splitting good. That stuff is twisted and knotty and just not very nice straight grain hickory. And I just decided to call it. I can't do anything with it with sea slow. It's just not powerful enough to go through that cleanly, and I was just afraid I was going to tear up my equipment. So on the other side of that trailer, it's sitting to be burnt. I don't know what else to do with it. I can't split it. I don't want to cut it up, noodle it. It's not worth it. And this is basically what I got out of it. One full tote. And this stuff, I mean, it's decent. It's not bad, but these were the smaller pieces that I was still able to split. The bigger ones, like this one here, I was not going through there. It was just not gonna happen. So what I got here is some 14-inch smaller pieces that I'm just gonna let season. This will be my cooking wood. And like I said, this isn't bad. Some of it's kind of ugly, but I may just end up putting these in a bag for sale and go that route rather than bundle them up with a saran wrap. Hopefully this hickory here that I got from the tree service splits up nicer. That looks to be a little more straight grain, but we will see. That's going to be sitting probably into the winter before I get to that. Over here is some smaller chunks that are left over from neighbor Kelly's tree that came down. For now, I'm just going to leave that. Maybe I can bag them up for cooker wood. I don't know. This here is the limb wood of the tree service wood that I got. And again, that seems fairly straight, so I think that's going to split just fine. But as far as neighbor Kelly's hickory, sadly, I had to dispose of it. All right, you guys have probably seen this on my channel in recent videos. This is a trailer that I got from neighbor Skip. It's a tandem axle. I don't know how long it is, but it's quite long and narrow. It's a tandem axle trailer, holds a lot of weight. It's got a ramp on it. You've probably seen me use this as my transport of my splits from the splitter to the woodshed. And this has worked out great. I'll just load this thing up. You've seen it. I've had this thing heaping with wood. That white oak and the red oak that I recently did, I just heaped it in there. And works out good. I can just toss my splits right into the trailer, pull the trailer over to the woodshed, and stack it from the trailer to the shed. Works out great. And it's nice too because, you know, my thought process on mobile firewood storage and, you know, just keeping things mobile is still in play. This probably won't be a storage trailer per se. It's going to be a transport trailer from wherever my splitting station is to the woodshed. And chances are my splitting station is going to be here or over there. Basically anywhere where there's shade is going to be my splitting station. And that's why I like the mobility of a trailer versus like a set station. I'm going to be moving around quite a bit. So because of the size of my yard, I gotta just station things wherever I can for the flow. But this is going to work out great. I don't know what this trailer was in a previous life, maybe a landscape trailer. It's just got a couple sheets of plywood for the floor, and in time I'm going to do a 2x6 floor with a gap in between, just for airflow in case wood has to sit in here for a while. At least I got some airflow. But this comes in real handy for a transport. And like I said, I'm still considering more mobile storage options. Something like this would be great. Maybe a smaller version of this. Something that I can just put cherry in or hickory and just let sit to dry in a trailer. And then I can transport it to either the garage for bundling or a shady spot for bundling, something. But that's kind of the route I'm going. And something else too that I'm considering in along the lines of storage is some sort of a bin. I've been keeping an eye on Nick from Cabin View Firewood, and if you haven't watched his channel, I suggest you guys do. He's redoing his wood yard, and he's building a small bin to put firewood in with pallets and sides, and it's coming along real nice for him. So that's something I'm considering doing as well. I don't know exactly where I'd put it. I got a lot of sunny areas. That's probably where it should go, somewhere in the sun. But there again, I really like working in the shade, so kind of torn where to put it. It's probably going to be like somewhere near this big oak tree, maybe where I got this stacked, maybe there, because that does get shady in the afternoon. But I am not sure on that yet, and I'm still trying to figure out my plan and how I want to do a bin. I've made well known on my channel that while pallets work great and they're cheap, I'm just not a fan of a pallet for the bottom. I mean, that just to get by, that would probably be the way I go at first, but I may end up making something kind of like I did in the woodshed, kind of a pallet, maybe that style. But I don't know yet. That's a ways down the road. For now, I just want to get my wood yard cleaned up and get a strategy going on that. take a quick moment here and check out this cherry. I've been splitting for what seems like 12 hours, but it's more like 2. This stuff is not splitting good at all. And to look at this piece right here, this, what is this, a quarter round, half a round? It looks fine. Looks like it should split up real nice. Check this out. Twisted, knotty, chunky. I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible. It's usable. It's gonna make good bundle wood, good enough. But it's a far cry from the best cherry I've ever had. That's for sure. But sometimes that's what you get with cherry. You just never know what kind of splits you're gonna get. And that's one of the gripes I have with cherry, is you just never know. Now with oak, I'm pretty certain I'm gonna get good splits out of oak for the most part. Cherry, it's a crapshoot. And today it looks like I lost. All right, well, there we go. That's all I have left. And a lot of that is just kind of weird cookie pieces and shorter pieces that I'm gonna split at a later date. And this is what I ended up with right here. A good sized tote of cherry. And as it turns out, some of this is not too bad. The last couple of logs that I did, couple of rounds, they actually split up really nice. Majority of it is kind of scrappy looking, I guess you'd say. It's not the prettiest stuff, but it'll make good bundle wood and it'll burn just fine. But that's that. The reason I didn't show a lot of splitting is because it's that. I don't know about you, but there's really nothing to show here with that splitter. It's kind of boring is what I'm trying to say. So I didn't show a lot of that, but it is what it is. It's sea slow and it takes a long time. So, but that's what I got. I'm gonna finish up this at another date. Get you a little closer here. Like I said, a lot of it is just shorter pieces and cookies and knotties and crotches and things like that. I'm going to split that up and then I'm going to put it over here where that hickory used to be. Just set it here to dry. I don't want to put that in another tote. I got one tote left I'm kind of saving, and I don't want to put that in that tote. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I might change my mind, but for now I'm going to split that up, set it all here along with this other cherry shorties right here, and I should probably split that up too, get that drying for sale. But I think that's gonna do it, guys. Yeah, guys, like I said, the reason I didn't show a lot of splitting today was because it's a horizontal. A box store horizontal. Not very exciting. What would have been exciting is a new vertical. Speaking of that, I mentioned a while back that I was going to be getting a prototype vertical from Allwood, and that does not appear to be the case anymore. I've been told that Bobby's not making a prototype anymore. I guess he's going right into production units, and that's kind of where I stand. I was promised the first one built months and months ago in February, and I was assuming that was going to be the prototype. Well, now it doesn't look like he's going to be making a prototype, so I'm kind of out in the cold now. So in the meanwhile, I'll be looking for something new, something I still would like to get a vertical. I like the Axis and the Wolf Ridge verticals. little too pricey for my taste, but I like how they're built. The Splitfire 1165V is another nice one, but to me, I prefer something a little more stout than that. And that's where that all-wood would come in nice, is because that kind of fills the gap between the Splitfire one and the Axis / Wolf Ridge verticals, because it's kind of in that middle range there where there's nothing really out there quite yet like that. So that all-wood would have been nice. Doesn't look like it's going to happen now, and we'll figure something else out. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment, and remember, find your thing. Have a good one.